in 26 contests, has been successful on 25 occasions, has drawn once. Leading contender for the WBC Super Featherweight Championship of the world, charismatic icon of triumphal obsession, Jeff Fenech.
Well, they know how to announce them in Australia. We're at the International Tennis Centre for this International 10-rounder. Jeff Fenech against Miguel Francia from Argentina. This is a warm-up for Fenech for his return with the Zuma Nelson, which hasn't yet been scheduled. And anyone watching the Fenech-Nelson fight, I'm sure, will agree with me that Fenech looked a little unlucky not to have got the decision. Fenech, world champion at 3 different weights so far, looking for that super featherweight crown to make it 4. Well, a bit rough this one in the opening seconds. Jeff Fenech in the blue trunks. Miguel Francia's boxed in Australia before. First time in May of 1989, when he won the vacant WBC International Featherweight title with a point win over the Australian Tony Miller. Miller beaten on points also by Jeff Fenech 2 years before. And I imagine that Fenech will want the rounds here. As I say, he's got a potentially very, very hard rematch with Nelson coming up. Doesn't want to get rid of this man too quickly, I wouldn't have thought. It looks like Francia's going to hang on for dear life. Well, he's having a go. Wide, sloppy punches there from Francia. Hailed as one of the best super featherweights to come out of Argentina in recent years. Nice right there from Francia, so he's getting cheeky. Fenech will make him pay. And Fenech, a really remarkable fighter, real handful. And Francia managing to get his arms inside and tangle Fenech up, trying to prevent him from working, but it's not really having that much success. Referee at last taking a bit of time out to tell him to tidy things up. Right hand, left hook there from Francia. Not too much in this opening round. Fenech there working to the body as Francia tries to hang on to the end of the first, and Fenech there trying to shove him off quite angrily. And I think Fenech probably took the opener for a good finish. And Jeff Fenech won his first World Championship back in April of 1985 with a 9th round stoppage over Satoshi Shingakai for the IBF bantamweight title. His second title came, the super bantamweight came, with a 4th round stoppage over Samat Payakarun. That's the WBC super bantamweight title. And the third was when he stopped Victor Callejas in 10 to win the featherweight championship, the vacant WBC version. There's a nice right hand there in replay from Francia. Round 2. And Jeff Fenech was very visibly upset when he was just declared a draw with the Zuma Nelson. His only real setback in 26 outings. And he's had a lot of trouble with his hands in recent years. Claims he's got brittle bones and they've broken on several occasions. But Fenech does throw a lot of punches. Interesting story about Jeff Fenech in America. Went to go to a nightclub, wasn't allowed in by the bouncer, who was about twice his size and twice his weight, and Fenech cracked him with the left hook and laid him spark out. A good man to have on your side, I think, Jeff Fenech. And Francia's only stopped 5 opponents in 47 outings. He's lost 9 and incredibly drawn 6 of those. That's quite a high ratio. And interesting, he lost to Osmar Avila, a man that Jeff Fenech knocked out in 56 seconds. Also lost on points to Salvatore Battiglieri from Italy in April of last year, but then had a good draw with Freddie Cruz from the Dominican Republic. So Francia not too bad on his night. But Jeff Fenech, one of the roughest, toughest men about. Made his debut in October 1984 and won the Australian Super Flyweight Championship a month later. In April '86, he beat the current WBC Super Bantamweight champion, Daniel Zaragoza. We saw him on Eurosport last week, winning the championship. Well, I don't think this one's going to be particularly tidy, principally because of Francia's survival tactics. Still a bit clinchy, this one, but another round there, I think, for Fenech. And in February of last year, Francia lost on points to Jose Maria Lopez. My apologies, beat Jose Maria Lopez on points, and that was very good form. The only loss that Lopez has had. Decent fighter. And another outstanding win on Fenech's record was in October of '87. A technical decision over Carlos Cerati, a modern great, in defence of his WBC Super Bantamweight title. Very rugged looking fighter, Fenech. Fights the same way as he looks. Round 3. This, the International Tennis Centre in Melbourne, Fenech's hometown. And one more statistic I'll give you was that Miguel Francia lost on a third-round knockout to Pedro de Cima, the current, my apologies, who went on to take the WBC Super Bantamweight title, which now, as I said before, belongs to Daniel Zaragoza. So he's mixed in high class, but never boxed anyone quite like Fenech before, I imagine. Jeff Fenech in the blue trunks. Always very fit, Fenech. Sets a frantic pace. And this one really now getting very untidy. course, Fenech's style, he's always going to be close to Francia, and that's going to make Francia hold on. Fenech not really renowned for his boxing skills at distance. Had a tremendous last round against Azuma Nelson, if you cast your mind back. Well, Francia, it doesn't work too badly when he decides not to hang on. Throwing plenty of punches. And that uppercut from Fenech, a very damaging punch. But renowned for his bursts of body punches and head punches. Throws in about 8 or 10 at once. Or in quick succession, I should say. And the fight against Azuma Nelson was in fact his US debut. I made a very good impression over there. Well, nice left-right there from Francia. Fenech still throwing plenty of punches. So there's the end of the third, and a busy round again for Jeff Fenech, although I think Francia had some reasonable moments there when he tidied his act up. And really this match, on paper, was a mismatch. But Francia, stubborn so far. Replay from round 3. We'll take a short break and be right back for round 4.
Eurosport.
Welcome back, round 4 then. Jeff Fenech in the blue trunks on the left of the picture against Miguel Francia from Argentina. Francia brought in as a warm-up for Jeff Fenech and his WBC Super Featherweight title challenge against Azuma Nelson, which hopefully will take place before Christmas. And as I said at the beginning, I have a feeling that Jeff Fenech will want to get some rounds under his belt. Well, Francia not doing too badly when he boxes off his back foot there. Probably realising that he can't stand and mix it with Fenech and hope to come out on top. So now he's using his feet. But with Jeff Fenech, you can run, but you can't hide. He's always going to catch you. Francia, so far, showing spirited resistance. And Fenech never really has been a defensive master. Tends to walk in with his head high or low, but never anything in between. Hands always slung fairly low too. I suppose Jeff Fenech, the ultimate exhibition of machismo. Still quite rough in there. And both boxers weighed 9 stone 6 for this, but I must say that Francia looks slightly lighter. It looks like a featherweight against a super feather, which isn't a huge difference, but tells more at the lower weights. I don't think it really made much difference if it was 10 stone. So there's the end of the fourth, and not a bad round there for Francia. I don't think he's quite done enough to win it. Possibly levelled it, I think. 29 years of age, Francia. And looking every day of it as this one wears on. In December of '89, Francia came to Australia and lost on points to Renato Cornet. Not a bad record, 32 wins in 47 outings with just 9 losses and 6 draws. There's Fenech putting his clusters of punches together nice and fast. Nothing really behind them, but they certainly score and they catch the eye. Francia not really overawed by this man in front of him. Nice right there over the top from Francia. Putting his punches together. Once again, that right hand catches Fenech as he came in. Well, I would withdraw my earlier remarks about Jeff Fenech wanting to get some rounds behind him. I think he's going to try and go for a finish if he can. He's probably realising that Francia will be growing in confidence. Doesn't want to take any chances. Not much in this 5th round, really. Really, Francia is showing a lot of audacity. Well, good left hook there from him. I was about to say, he's showing a lot of audacity for taking the fight to Fenech and actually scoring with some pretty decent punches. I think this is the best round that Francia has had so far. It's just got a slight edge in it on my book. Fenech's work a bit scrappy. Ineffectual. Nice left hook there, though. Fenech still throwing plenty of punches, but I think, as I say, these single or eye-catching punches coming from Francia. Whoops, on the slit there for Francia. Well, I'm going to go evens on the 5th. I thought up until about the last 30 seconds, as in the previous round, Francia had a slight edge, but then Fenech closed him down. And there's the stumble. Just lost his footing. And this is a Bill Morley promotion from the International Tennis Centre. Jeff Fenech, one of the most exciting fighters in the world today. Round 6. The halfway stage. Haven't given a round against Fenech yet. Given a couple even. The 4th and 5th. Well, a shoulder charge there from Fenech. Gets warned. Well, not too much clean or heavy scoring done so far here in round 6, but a low shot there. Gets a warning for it too, but at least a caution. Miguel Francia from Argentina facing Jeff Fenech from Melbourne in Australia. Well, nice left hook there from Fenech. That one staggered Francia for a second. Well, Francia nearly out of the ring there. Under severe pressure in this 6th round, Miguel Francia. Fenech working hard, sparing nothing here. Francia still having a go, but this really a very clear round for Fenech. Lots and lots of punches, head and body. There's the bell to end the 6th, and a good round for Fenech. We'll take a short break and be back for the last 4, so don't go away.
Eurosport.
Welcome back then, replay from round 6 there. Good round for Jeff Fenech. Almost dominated it. And he did catch Francia with one particularly good left hook in the round. Round 7. 4 to go. It's not been the tidiest fight you'll ever see, but plenty of work has been done by both of them. But I think Fenech threatening to take over in this last 3rd. Francia trying to tuck up, then tries to fight back, makes no difference. And Fenech, of course, has the luxury of knowing that Francia can't hurt him. Francia there, warned again for holding. Doesn't stop him. Well, now Fenech there getting a bit rough with his forearm and elbow. Doesn't really care what he hits you with. Of course, he can do no wrong in front of this Melbourne crowd. And a nice left uppercut from Fenech and a good right to follow it. Now Fenech's head a bit low and getting a bit bad-tempered now, this one. Well, this is proving to be a pretty frustrating night for Jeff Fenech. Not interested in shaking gloves. Just wants to get rid of him. Well, he's going a bit wild now. Fenech needs to try and settle down. And the last thing a fighter needs to do in the ring is lose his temper. Everything else goes along with it, but another good round there for Fenech. This is that wild attack from Fenech, big miss. Can't afford to do that against Azuma Nelson, but it will be an entirely different fight. Returns sometimes don't match up to the first encounter. I just hope that the forthcoming Fenech-Nelson fight does match up to the first one. So last 3 rounds, round 8. And I imagine Miguel Francia would be very happy to get through this 10-rounder. Be a feather in his cap if he does. And a tough, durable character Francia has proved to be. Fenech there whacking in those body punches. They hurt. Francia now forced into a defensive role. He'll score when an opportunity arises, but other than that, he'll try and move and stay out of trouble. Nice left-right from Fenech. Francia looking to counter-punch. Nice right again from him. Last minute of round 8. Another good round this for Jeff Fenech, been very busy. Plenty of punches, head and body. And it's against Fenech's macho ideals to try and protect himself. Walks in almost completely unguarded. And his philosophy is attack is the best form of defense. Nice left hook there. Gets knocked off balance with a jab. Another very good round this for Fenech. The 7th was good for him, as was the 6th. So there's the bell. Head-to-head at the end of it. Another great round for Fenech. Haven't given a round against him as yet. So the penultimate round, round 9. So Miguel Francia has got about 5 minutes to survive. I think he can probably do it too. Been a bit crabby, this one. Lots of clinching. Fenech still walking in, head up, hands down. He doesn't care what comes his way. Good work here by Fenech in the 9th. Well, he's looking for a finish, but Francia stubbornly resistant. Oh, nice clipping short right there from Fenech. Good left hook back from Francia. Well, full marks really to Francia. He's taken some pretty hefty whacks from Fenech throughout this. Oh, nice punches there again from Jeff Fenech. Not difficult to see how he became a world champion at 3 different weights, undefeated. In 26 fights with just 1 draw, that against another modern great, Azuma Nelson, in his last fight. Not much left now, this 9th round. There's the bell. Another good round for Fenech. Full marks to Francia. Still there. Still a problem. Not a great one. Of course, Jeff Fenech capable of selling out any hall in Australia. Huge crowd here. Blood coming there from Francia's mouth. That's no surprise either. So the 10th and last round coming up. Australia's Jeff Fenech looks to be well on his way to a good points win over Miguel Francia from Argentina. Ideal warm-up, I would say, for his forthcoming return with Azuma Nelson, which you'll also be able to see on Eurosport whenever the match is signed. As yet hasn't been. And Fenech hasn't complained of any hand trouble since the Nelson fight. So one can only assume that the years he had of brittle bones have healed. In fact, he actually packed the game in at one point, saying that he couldn't bear the pain anymore. And I know the feeling, I've had it myself. Amazing what a bit of surgery can do these days. At one time, of course, in boxing, you had to grin and bear bad or broken hands. Nowadays, of course, modern surgery can fix them. Well, Francia trying to stage a good finish to this. Doesn't possess a huge punch. As I said before, only 5 of his 5 of his 32 wins have come inside the distance. Nice right uppercut there from Fenech. Good cluster of punches there from Jeff Fenech. That's what we saw against Nelson. But Francia just that 6 inches too close to him to make any real effect. Prefer a bit more room, I think, Fenech. Francia still trying. So far, I haven't given a round against Fenech. Couple even. If it finishes that way, I'll have it 100-92. Wonder how the judges see it. As I say, I don't think he can do any wrong in their eyes. All Australian judges, of course. This a non-title bout. Once again, Fenech there putting his punches together in rapid succession. No real power behind them. Very game effort this has been from Francia. Not too much left now in this 10th and last round. There's the bell. Well, Fenech will know he's won it. But almost victory for Miguel Francia by just getting through that fight. Right to the final bell. We'll have to wait for the judges now and their scores. If we get them. I'm sure we will.
In that magnificent contest, irrespective as to the decision, we all acknowledge and admire that Miguel Francia elevated perseverance and fortitude to the highest. His effort was the ultimate.
They know how to make an announcement in Australia.
Awards 99 points to 90 points. Pauline Steinman, 100 points to 90 points. Jim Slatter, 100 points to 89 points.
Well, a very conclusive win there for Jeff Fenech. We'll be back on Eurosport tomorrow night with more boxing.